It feels natural to believe that observation matters because you are doing the observing, that consciousness plays a privileged role, that reality somehow waits for awareness before deciding what it is. This belief is comforting. It places you near the center of existence. But physics dismantles this idea without hesitation. The universe does not need you. It does not pause for observation. And observation itself is not special. The processes that shape reality occur whether or not anyone is watching. This is not a philosophical claim. It is a consequence of how physical interactions work. In everyday life, observation feels passive. You look at an object and assume it remains unchanged by your gaze. But physics defines observation differently. Observation is interaction. Any exchange of information counts. A photon scattering, a particle colliding, a field coupling. Consciousness is irrelevant to the definition. Reality changes because of interaction, not awareness. This distinction matters because it removes humans from a privileged position. The universe was evolving for billions of years before minds existed. Stars formed, galaxies collided, atoms bonded. None of this required observers. The idea that observation is special emerges from misunderstanding quantum mechanics. Quantum experiments show that measurement affects outcomes. This is true, but measurement does not require a conscious observer. A detector is enough. An environment is enough. The universe constantly measures itself. Every interaction entangles systems and spreads information. Outcomes become definite through decoherence long before any human looks at the data. Consciousness arrives late to the process. It witnesses results. It does not cause them. This reframes the role of observers entirely. Observers do not create reality. They are part of it. Their observations are just one more physical interaction among countless others. The universe does not wait to be seen. It does not collapse possibilities because someone is watching. It evolves according to its own rules, and those rules treat all interactions equally. The feeling that observation is special comes from your experience as a conscious system. You experience awareness as central because it is central to you. That psychological centrality does not translate into cosmic significance. Physics is brutally democratic. It does not privilege brains over rocks, detectors over dust, or eyes over photons. Information flows wherever interaction occurs. That flow is what shapes outcomes. This idea becomes uncomfortable when you realize how much of reality happens without any observer at all. Quantum events in distant galaxies decohere without witnesses. Nuclear reactions in stars fix outcomes without awareness. Even in the laboratory, the outcome of an experiment is determined long before a scientist reads the result. The environment has already interacted with the system, destroying interference and stabilizing a classical outcome. The human observer only receives a report. This undermines a deeply rooted narrative. You are not collapsing the wave function by looking. The wave function has already been effectively collapsed by interaction. Consciousness is not a magic ingredient. It is a late-stage processor. Some interpretations of quantum mechanics try to rescue observer centrality, but they do so at a cost. They introduce mind-dependent reality, dualism, or untestable assumptions. Physics does not need these. The standard formalism works without invoking consciousness. It predicts outcomes with astonishing accuracy while remaining indifferent to who observes them. This indifference is not cold, it is precise. It tells you exactly where you stand. You are not outside the universe looking in. You are inside it, governed by the same rules as everything else. Your observations matter only insofar as they are interactions. They do not carry special ontological weight. This realization strips away a quiet anthropocentrism. Humans are not required for reality to exist. Reality does not organize itself around awareness. It existed long before you and will continue long after. This does not diminish human experience. It contextualizes it. Meaning is something minds create. It is not something the universe requires. The universe does not care whether it is understood. It behaves the same either way. This perspective also clarifies a common confusion. When physics says observation changes reality, it does not mean minds shape the universe. It means interactions constrain outcomes. The universe is constantly observing itself. Every particle is an observer to every other particle it interacts with. This observation has nothing to do with seeing. It has everything to do with correlation. Once systems become correlated, possibilities reduce, outcomes stabilize, reality commits. Consciousness plays no role in this process beyond being another system that can become correlated. The discomfort comes from losing a sense of importance. It is tempting to believe that reality needs you to exist. Physics says otherwise. The universe does not need witnesses. It does not need interpretation. It does not need awareness. It only needs consistency. And consistency is enforced by interaction, not by observation in the human sense. This realization also dissolves a false mystery. If observation were special, physics would need to explain how consciousness exerts causal influence over matter. No such mechanism has been found. No such mechanism is needed. Observation is not special. Interaction is. Consciousness is not a force. It is a process embedded in the same physical evolution as everything else. Removing special status from observation does not remove wonder. It shifts it. The wonder is not that minds create reality. The wonder is that reality produces minds that can reflect on it. The universe does not need you, but it contains you. And that containment is more interesting than centrality. You are a pattern that emerged inside a vast process. Your awareness does not command the universe. It witnesses a tiny slice of it. That witness is meaningful to you, not to physics. Physics does not judge meaning. It tracks structure. And the structure does not privilege observers. It treats them as participants. This humility matters. It prevents confusion. It prevents the slide into mysticism masquerading as physics. It keeps the distinction between what feels important and what is fundamental. The universe does not collapse possibilities because you are watching. It collapses possibilities because interactions occur, and those interactions would occur whether or not you were there. Observation is not special. You are not required. The universe does not need you. And accepting that does not make existence empty. It makes it honest. This is Veritas Labs, where truth is tested.